We now welcome in another future Hall of Famer, J.J. Watt, joining us from MetLife. J.J., it was a pleasure to hear you on the call and a pleasure to watch this game. I know you're a prisoner to the preparation in all of your roles across this game. As you chewed on the tape over the last 5 months, do you have this one down for the shootout of the week?
I definitely did not have a final like this one. I didn't have over 60 points being scored, but I'm sure glad it was. What a treat it was. What a game for week one. Storylines abound. Just a fantastic game to start it out with.
It certainly was, and eyes go to Aaron Rodgers off of this win. There were moments where the youth of Rodgers still apparent. There were other moments where the pocket collapsed a little quick. I don't know how much ballet is left in those boots, but you chased after him. How do you assess the play of Rodgers on this day?
I think he did a good job. We were all waiting to see what this offense is going to look like. Is he going to go under center in the Arthur Smith offense? Is he going to stay in the shotgun? And they mixed it up. They did a little bit of both. They did a great job with the play action, getting them out in the open, getting some easy touchdowns there early on with guys walking in. But they got to get that run game going. They need to get the run game going a little bit more. And then on defense, they definitely are going to want to stop the run better than they did today.
You know, I always struggle with the idea of a good loss. No such thing in the NFL as we try and stack up wins. But the Jets may be comporting themselves a little bit better than we'd expected as well. Quarterback play on that side, the dual threat in Justin Fields. How much hope should they glean from this loss, however?
Yeah, I think if you're a Jets fan going to work tomorrow and you're talking about the game, yes, you're disappointed in the loss. Yes, you wanted to get a win. There's no moral victories. But you have to be proud and excited about what you saw today from Aaron Glenn's team. Justin Fields ran well, but he also stood in the pocket, found his way around, and kept his eyes downfield and delivered the ball. The way they were able to bounce back from some momentum swings in this game. As a Jets fan, I do think you should be excited about this team moving forward, and I do think you should be proud of the performance they put on the field today.
J.J. Watt, balling in the booth, and what an addition here on CBS Sports HQ. We appreciate your time, pal.
Thanks, brother. Have a great day.
Our team with the NFL on CBS lacks nothing. The prowess of J.J. Watt on display in the booth. The prowess of Aaron Rodgers alive and well as he does his victory lap here in Pittsburgh. And the victory lap starts with a victory. Joe Musso back in studio with my guys as we dig deeper here. And I know always some big thoughts on the Steelers, Mac. When you look at what they accomplished in this one, back and forth ball game, high scoring, maybe not to be expected, but the play of Aaron Rodgers, it begs question here on how hopeful you should feel coming up.
Very hopeful. I think the most encouraging thing about this ball game was seeing the Pittsburgh Steelers win a game when their defense was optional. There has been issues in the past in terms of offensive explosion, consistency. When you talk about having to score north of 30 points, in years past, you didn't really believe the Steelers offense can do so. But in today, when you talk about Justin Fields was rolling, playing with abundance of confidence, you needed every point that you could create offensively, and they were able to answer the call, play in and play out every quarter, starting with Aaron Rodgers. I mean, Aaron Rodgers was in his bag today. Guess what? He got hit, he got beat up, he got sacked. It did not matter. He stood up, delivered, and he delivered in a moment where the running game was not there at all. So I love what I saw from Aaron Rodgers. This is something definitely to build on because we believe the Steelers defense will stand up and play the stout football we know they can play. But as long as Aaron Rodgers is doing what he's doing, and most importantly, having fun and hitting you with that
saw the
fist
little
pump, when he does that, he's enjoying himself. He enjoyed himself a lot today.
No doubt about it, man. You spent time in Pittsburgh. Yep. I spent time in Pittsburgh. You spent time with Mike Tomlin too, huh?
No question.
What does Mike Tomlin does as a head football coach? Eat, sleep, and breathe what?
Football.
So Aaron Rodgers has no choice but to do what?
Same thing. Eat, sleep, breathing.
No doubt about it. So I think this is a great matchup, a match made in heaven for Aaron Rodgers and Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin, we all know what he has been able to do with the quarterbacks that he had in the past and still being able to get his team to the playoff. Aaron Rodgers came in today with his first game throwing 4 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. Yeah. That's impressive for a Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback because you already know what the defense is going to provide for you down the stretch. So if I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, I am elated right now with what we have as a quarterback. and we're hoping that our defense, not hoping, we're knowing that our defense will get it going.
That was a little BMAC at Florida State. Not if we win,
Win.
when we win.
Win.
We don't need to roll the tape. The tape has been
I've
long
seen it
rolled.
enough.
We have seen plenty of it.
I've seen enough BMAC.
He's living good right now with his Knowles and with his Steelers. And you see that? They still got the script. The Mike Tomlin script, it runs deep here.
right.
It was the battle of the X's. So let's get to the other side here as Justin Fields trades places. He plays a good game of football here. I mean, everything but the win if you're Fields. How do you feel about his performance?
I feel great if I'm a New York Jets fan. We just heard from J.J. Watt in your great interview with him. But when we went into this game, if you had asked me what Week 1 game is going to finish in 2.5 hours, I would have said it was this game because the New York Jets are going to have to run the hell out of the football. Well, Justin Fields did just that, 12 carries, 48 yards. Breece Hall went out and put a buck out there on him as well. But Justin Fields passing for 218 yards. That Garrett Wilson, the guy that you know they have to pass to, almost had 100 receiving yards. I was very impressed by Justin Fields throwing the football. We know what he's going to be as a runner. We have seen it throughout his entire NFL career, and it's always been, gosh, just throw the ball a little bit better with better anticipation. Get that mental clock going. And I think what we saw with Tanner Engstrand, the offensive coordinator with the Jets, is even though Justin Fields missed a touch of time in training camp, it clearly worked out. The work that they put in late July and into August, that things seem to be working. And I'm actually going to push back a little bit on what you guys are talking about with the Pittsburgh Steelers and the defense. I think we believe that it's going to work out because it always has. But what the Jets, who we all had opinions about the Jets and their offense ahead of this game, what the Jets were able to do to this Steelers defense should be concerning for me moving forward. All of the holdouts, all the talk, all offseason about it's football. Well, today you were supposed to hold the Jets to 16 points, 20 points. They put up 32 and could have won the game.
I don't need you guys to come in defense of the defense here. It's going to play out over time, and that's been the question of the Pittsburgh Steelers, what they will be after the stuffing and the turkey on Thanksgiving. That's where the issues have come, but they start off on the right foot here. I do want to thought, Pat, on Justin Fields and his development, his maturation. You've spent time, you've been in the room with him. What are the Jets going to move forward with? As JJ's saying, in the passing game, because so much is known already about his talent as a runner.
Man, honestly, I was impressed on how they implemented the passing game for him. Had him on the move, moving the pocket a little bit, making the throws a little bit easier for him so he didn't have to break down coverages or go through progressions. So I thought that was huge for the offensive coordinator and Justin Fields moving forward. And also what really helped him out was the running game.
Yeah.
Hall running downhill the way that he was, keeping the defense, the Pittsburgh defense, on their heels. And when you have a balanced attack like that, that is the type of product that you can seemingly see time and time again when you have a balanced attack like the New York Jets did today.
You try and define your goals. If you're the Jets or a team like it, there is a clear favorite in that division and the wild card spots in the AFC. Not spoken for, but we like to think we know some of those that will represent those positions as well, even in Week 1. It's a big win in Week 1 for Aaron Rodgers, who here in the year 2025, still spinning it at 41 years old, and he goes for a touchdown for each decade. 4 touchdowns, no interceptions, and walks out of MetLife in good health.